Straight no chaser, getting right to the point. We still got these questions that's coming in the Facebook group. We still got people asking these same questions that all they got to do is scroll down the line. They still want to know what companies out there that's doing hair follicle tests. If you need to ask that question, and that's exactly what you guys are doing. If you need to ask that question, you don't need to be in the industry. We got people that's coming in that's saying, yo, I haven't been smoking for like 2 months. And I start school next week. What's your advice? Well, I made plenty of videos. And this is straight no chaser, straight to the point. MTC special edition, because we're calling the companies that do hair follicle tests to get that information out there for you, so that you don't even have to come up in here to ask the same question. All you got to do is subscribe to the Lockoutmen podcast show, because we do it all over here. We do reactions to internet videos, and we talk trucking. We talk trucking over here. We try to give you a little bit of mixture of educate and entertainment. Edutainment, as KRS-One pinned the line. Edutainment. And that's what we're doing. We're giving you a little bit of something of best of both worlds over here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still doing the damn thing. We make the call for you. So if you like me to continue to make the calls, hit that like button. It does work, it helps, and it makes the channel great. All right, so we're going to continue on with our special edition. We called several trucking companies so far to get the information for you that majority of them now are doing hair follicle tests, even though that the FMCSA don't require it, but this is company policy. But just imagine, about 3,000 of you guys would probably be out of a job or wouldn't even have a trucking job if all trucking companies went the way of hair follicles. Now imagine that. It's all about safety out here. If you smoke weed every day, okay, if you smoke pot every day and you want to get into this industry, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is how to beat the system, then you don't need to be in this industry. There's way too many trucking accidents out here. Too many to tell. Too many to tell because somebody was incapacitated. Now, again, I talked to a few companies that said, yeah, we did the urine test, but, people can fudge it. Just like you. You come in and say, yo, I haven't smoked in a couple of weeks or a couple of months or whatever the case, and I want to get into the trucking industry. How do I fudge my way in? Well, there's synthetics. There's a lot of ways. I'm not going to give you a way in, because this is a serious job to take serious. This ain't Walmart. This ain't Amazon. This ain't no warehouse job that you can just run outside, smoke a J, and then get back in and get back at it. This ain't hip hop, where smoking weed every day is a regular thing. You get in there, you get that zoo, you get up and all like that, you get that buzz, and then you come out with that killer cut, and then that's it. But you can't do that in the trucking industry, yo. You can't do that. This is one of the industries where you have to be focused, where you can't be hazy, where you can't just be dreary-eyed. You can't be that in this industry right here. You really can't. You got to be wide-eyed and focused. That's why the trucking companies, the FMCSA, and everybody else that's attached to this industry goes out their way in the name of safety. This is not for you if you smoke weed every day and you just up all of a sudden quit because the 9 to 5, the warehouse job just ain't holding you down no more, and you see all the money that could be made in trucking, which don't get that twisted either. Don't get that twisted either. Okay? Okay, don't get that twisted either. Because once you come in here, you got to go through the mega carriers. Small carrier is not going to let you behind without no experience. If you haven't driven a truck of this magnitude, you're not going to get with a small company. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay? Okay? I'm just saying. All right? So let's go ahead and continue with our calls to the companies that may or may not have hair follicles. But I will get the information for you because that's what I do. And if you like it, continue to support and hit that like button. All right? And plus, yo, these calls are not sponsored. Why don't you hook a brother up with some coffee?
Thank you for calling Lynden.
What is that one particular question that you have?
Well, I'm doing again. You know, I'm doing my research of all the companies that I'm interested in, and I'm in a Facebook group, so I'm also getting information from them as well. I guess my main question is pertaining to the drug tests. Which
all of our companies require pre-employment drug testing.
Right. I know that. What I want to know is which route do you guys take as far as the drug test goes? Do you guys do hair follicles or do you guys do urine or both?
Usually it's urine.
Oh, is urine, not hair follicles?
Urine sample. No.
Okay. See, that's what I want to make sure of because when we pull up the information, it says that you guys do hair follicles. So that was the main question that I wanted to ask. So
right.
So it is urine across the board, right?
It is.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's all I need to know.
Okay.
Lynden Transport. A lot of back and forth. Straight no chaser, straight to the point. That's what I'm doing for you guys. Getting straight to the point. We getting right at the heart of the question that you be asking in the Facebook. You know, y'all want to know what companies out here that's doing hair follicle tests. I'm taking the time for you guys, so hit me up. Give me some coffee while doing this. Support me. These calls are not sponsored. So hook me up, $ Lockoutmen. You know what I'm saying? if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button and share it. This company right here, man, they pride themselves on being the premier flatbed company out there. Now, there's a couple of flatbed companies out there that's competing with Maverick. They have they say they have one of the top notch securement training facility out there in Little Rock, Arkansas. I have made the call to Maverick. I think it was in the first or second season of the Make the Calls. I'm sure the policies and everything should be a lot better than when I called them back in the day. Maybe they probably have a better they probably up their driver pay. Their securement training is still the same. It's still the best. If you want to check out their securement training, hit up Trucker Jim. Yes, Trucker Jim. He worked for Maverick for a hot minute, but he documented the securement training. So if you want to get an inside look of what goes on during securement training at Maverick, definitely head over to Trucker Jim and make sure you subscribe to him. Tell him Lockoutmen sent you. Now let's talk about Maverick. They do. I couldn't get a hold of them. Nope, couldn't get a hold of them at all. I think they got it set up now where you leave a message and then they will call you, and that's cool. That's cool. They probably, again, with the quote unquote driver shortage, if there is one, they might be a little bit busy trying to field calls and find and trying to field drivers. They going the way of the Facebooks, they going the way of the TikToks, they going the way of the new social media wave. So they got to do what they got to do. But do they do their drug testing? Definitely hair follicles, because not only I heard it from other drivers, but yes, it is in some places that they said that they do hair follicle tests. If more than one person says it, then you gotta believe it. So
Thank you for calling McElroy Truck Lines.
Yes. My name's Sean, and I'm in a Facebook group, and I came across McEl. Am I pronouncing it right? McElroy?
That'll be fine. Yes, sir.
You said close enough. So basically, I'm doing my research, and I'm just interested to know of your drug testing. Do you guys require urine or hair follicles?
Both.
Both. Okay. I guess my other question is, the hair follicle, would that just be a company policy? Because FMCSA don't see that as a requirement. I'm just curious.
No. Right now, no. It's not it's a company policy.
Yes,
It does. A hair follicle test will not be reported to the federal clearinghouse, which a urine test would.
Right.
The only thing that a hair follicle test would do is make you ineligible to be hired with McElroy.
Oh, okay. What if? Okay. Now you mentioned clearinghouse. What if you guys do find something in the hair follicle? Then would that be reported to the clearinghouse or no?
No, that's not a federally. That does not pertain to the federal regulators. And the only thing that report would be done is if somebody, had a verification that has a thing that says, "Have you ever failed a pre-employment testing?" And you would have to say yes because
because of the hair follicles, right? Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't follow you on the federal site, but it might follow you on the actual application site whenever you did further applications.
Would that be on my DAC report?
The hair follicle would not.
But the urine would be.
Actually, on the way the DAC report is done now, none of that's actually showing up on there. It's just going to say, are you eligible or ineligible there?
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm just doing my research right now, so I really
Hmm.
appreciate your time and candor on this.
Okay, not a problem. Now, if you need anything else, let us know.
I will. I will definitely. I definitely will. Thank you, ma'am.
Alrighty, thank you.
McElroy. I'm not sure where they're located at. But McElroy Trucking, truck lines. I think they're. I'm not sure where they're located. Out of Illinois, maybe. No, Alabama. I don't know. I don't know. It just don't sound like a black ops company to me. So, Alabama, just make sure you type in McElroy. If you are interested in McElroy, give them a call 800-922 or 992-7836. Make sure that you're clean because they do both hair follicle and they do urine. Hey, Kim, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have that many questions. I just have one main question. The drug testing for you guys, do you guys do hair follicles or urine or both?
We do both. We do both.
Oh, y'all do.
Both.
Okay. Okay. My other question is, being that the hair follicle is not required by FMCSA, is that like a company policy for the hair follicle?
It is. It is.
Okay.
It's a company policy.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you this: if I should like fail the hair follicle but pass the urine, would that still be considered a fail?
As far as we're concerned, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
We would not employ you.
I got you. Now the hair follicle won't be reported on my clearinghouse, would it?
No,
Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome.
not yet. They haven't gotten there yet.
You said not yet, huh?
Right? Yeah, they haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. Okay. What about my DAC report? Would that be reported on there?
Be a company policy violation.
Okay. 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 Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. Metropolitan. They do both. There you go. I'm getting the information out there to you guys. Straight no chaser. Y'all come in with the same question. You new guys come in with the same question. What y'all need to do is subscribe to the channel because this is what I do. I get this. I go out there. It's like I'm the news reporter. I'm the one that's going out there just getting this news for you. Breaking news. I'm like the Carl Monday of getting trucking information for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Come on, show some love, show some support. Cash App, $ Lockoutmen. That's what I do. Straight, no chasers, straight to the point. I'm just calling them up and just be like, look, man, I just want to know, do y'all do hair follicles or do y'all do urine or both? And 9 times out of 10, they doing both. All right? Because as some companies, well, all companies that does the hair follicle is per company policy. The urine is the one that the FMCSA is looking for. But the hair follicles is the one for the company. Now, of course, if you pass the urine, but don't pass the hair follicles, then of course you won't be able to get in with that company. Vice versa. Now the hair follicle would not be recorded to your clearinghouse, but let's say if you pass the hair follicle and flaunt the urine, then yes, the urine would be recorded to the clearinghouse. And you got to make sure that your stuff is clean, because you already setting yourself up for an L before you even get started. You're setting yourself up for an L before you even get started. You coming in over here talking about I haven't smoked in 2 months, and I'm trying to get into this industry that I'm seeing people making a lot of money in. I'm over here just trying to do it, but y'all going at it the wrong way. Y'all going at it the wrong way. You got to at least wait about 4 months. At least 4. 6 at the most, man. You just have to go and rock out at Amazon for the 6 months until you clean.
Thank you for calling Melton Truck Lines Recruiting.
Melton Truck Lines. That is another company that does hair follicles. So again, if you guys want to know what companies out here, hey, share this video, man. Share this video. This video is like a tell-all book. You want to know who's doing hair follicles out here? Who's doing hair follicle tests out here? Share this video, man. Straight No Chaser MTC exclusive. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I get these calls out here to find out who's doing the hair follicles and get them out to you so you would know who to go to. And I don't want to say who to avoid, because these companies right here that I'm calling are potentially good companies. They just want good, safe drivers. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want good, safe drivers out here. And if they're going by the ways of the hair follicles to make sure that you're that safe driver, you cannot hate on them. So stop trying to fudge and come in, because eventually FMCSA going to see that, hey, this works. And we just might have to open the books to hair follicle testing now.
Thank you for calling Paschall Truck Lines.
Hey, Dan, how's it going?
It's going good.
All right, thank you. I'm in a Facebook group, and I'm doing my research on trunking companies that I'm trying to be interested in. But I only have a question, if I may. The drug testing that you guys do, is it hair follicles or urine or both?
Both urine and hair follicle.
Okay.
Follicle usually goes back about 90 months or 90 days.
90 days on the hair follicle.
Yeah, but like I said, that's your call on that.
Wow.
I
Okay.
got one guy right now that clinic told him 6 months, but ours only goes back 90 days. But he still wants to wait and not take the chance, and I don't blame him.
I got you. The hair follicles though that's per company policy though, right? That's not for that's the FM for CSA. So let me ask you this. I know if I flaunt the drug if I flaunt the urine, that would be reported to my clearinghouse. But if I flaunt the hair follicle, would that still be reported to my clearinghouse?
You know what? Hang on a second.
Okay.
No, the hair follicle would not be reported to the FM state. They do not accept that.
Okay. Okay.
urine that they're doing right now.
Okay.
It wouldn't shock me as much as they're regulating everything that sometime down the road it'll be.
You know, right?
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
the
Well,
FMC,
stuff.
FMCSA change up 1 minute. 1 minute is one thing, and the next minute is something else. That's how it is in trucking. All right, bro. Well, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate your time on this.
Not a problem, boss.
Thank
care
you.
and have a safe week.
You too, sir.
Yep.
Hello. You've reached Bride Transport.
Hey, good evening. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm curious to know, pre-employment drug testing, is it hair follicles, urine, or both?
Both.
Okay. As far as the hair follicles go, is that per company policy?
Correct.
Okay. That won't be recorded to FMCSA, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. Quick question. So, if someone was to pass the urine, but not the hair follicle, would that still be reported to my clearinghouse?
I think so.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time on this.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too now.
Bye-bye.
Pride Transport. So, yes, they do hair follicle tests. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting it out there for you guys. Straight, no chasers. Straight to the point. That's what you guys want to know when y'all come up in these Facebook groups and ask the question, hey, what company's out here that does hair follicles? You know, because I just stopped smoking about 3 months ago. About 4 months ago. How long should I wait before I start to apply for these companies? Well, you should wait about 6 months. Yo, hook your brother up, man. I'm getting the information out there for you. I'm doing what you supposed to be doing. Calling these companies to see who does hair follicle tests so that maybe you can get in with them or not get in with them. Again, like I said before, these companies is going by that way because they don't want to just put any old body behind the truck.
Thank you for calling Roehl Transport.
Hey, how's it going this evening? Ooh, let me get over.
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm in a Facebook group and I'm talking to some of my trucking buddies about different companies that I may or may not be interested in. Roehl came up in that conversation, by the way. But I basically wanted to call you guys and I know I could get majority of the information that can answer my questions on the website. But I'm curious to know the pre-employment drug testing, hair follicle and urine, both?
Yes.
Okay. And the hair follicle is per company policy?
Yes.
Okay. So if a person was to say pass the urine but not the hair follicle, would that still go on my clearinghouse?
It would count as a non-pass. I mean, I'm not sure what the clearinghouse laws are. It might be that the clearinghouse only looks at the DOT. I'm not sure what the rules and regs on that are, but for us, you would need to pass, for company policy here, you need to pass both to be employed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of a clearinghouse, whether it's a DOT or non-DOT. I'm not sure how they track that. I couldn't say. I'm sorry.
How far back do you guys test for the hair follicle?
How far back do we test?
I
don't know what you mean.
Like 60 days, 90 days. Some of the guys, I guess one of why I'm asking, because some of the guys in the in the Facebook group, and I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get clarification, because you know how some drivers is, they you get one answer from one driver and then you get a different answer from another driver, and it's just best for me to just call the company and just ask you guys straight out.
Yeah, but I don't understand the question about the timetable. I mean, the timetable, I don't know what you mean by that. The test doesn't go for 30 or 90 days. It just goes what's on your hair. I mean, so I guess if you, that may depend on how fast your hair grows or what was in your system, but it's not a 30-day test or a 60-day test or 90-day test. It's just a hair follicle test.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your candor. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Blessed.
There you have it. Roehl is both hair follicle and urine. And just realize this, okay? Like majority of the companies said, because there might be a time that you will pass the urine part of it, but being that the way hair follicle is, and they test back a little bit further, yeah, you might not get in. So your best bet is to be clean and not do no type of drugs and no type of smoking. Even though weed is now becoming mainstream, it is now becoming legal to smoke every day, but for regulated federal, because this is stateside, yeah, they say you can smoke every day, they don't care. But on the federal side, no, especially if you want to drive one of these trucks, no. So you best to be clean. Best be clean. Rail, transport, yes. There's another notch on the hair follicle journey.
Thank you for calling Schneider.
Yes, Madison. How you doing this evening?
I am doing good. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing today?
I am fine. Thank you. Okay, so I'm in a Facebook group. All right. So I'm just doing my research right now. I just have a quick question for you guys. Do you guys do for pre-employment drug testing? Do you guys do hair follicles or urine or both?
So it could be a pre-employment hair test and or a DOT pre-employment urine drug screen.
Okay. Now, but you guys do the hair follicle test though, right?
Correct. It could be and or for that.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: as far as the hair follicle go, is that per company policy for the hair follicle? Because the FMCSA don't see the hair follicles as a as the drug test that they use. They use urine.
Okay. So with that being said, so here at Schneider, we are committed to a drug-free workplace.
Exactly.
And the job is contingent on you successfully passing our standard pre-employment drug test.
Right.
So really that is something that we go by. Now that may be different for other DOT carriers, but with that being said, we're committed to a drug-free workplace.
Exactly. Okay. As far as a person that would that would say pass the urine, but let's just say that due to the extensive on the hair follicles, and for some odd reason that they don't pass the hair follicles, would that go on the clearinghouse or no?
So that is something, unfortunately, I wouldn't have information on. So something in that aspect, the clearinghouse is something that any DOT carrier can take a look at.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
yes. So I'm not.
But what I'm saying is like if for some odd reason that the person that's coming in should not pass the hair follicle part, would that be reported to my clearinghouse if my urine passed?
So that is something that I wouldn't have the information on, unfortunately, as of right now. I apologize. That's not something that is determined on our end of it, but necessarily the clearinghouse is something that can be looked at by any DOT carrier.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate your time on this.
Absolutely. Do you have any other questions?
No, not at this time.
All right. Thank you so much, and you have a good rest of your weekend.
All right. Thank you. Straight no chasers, getting straight to the point. Now, unfortunately, the Schneider recruiter that was on the line couldn't give us as much information. She did say that they do both, so they do hair follicles and urine. Unfortunately, she couldn't go into too much detail. So if you guys are interested in Schneider, you just gotta make sure that that you're clean. Period. You got to be clean. That's all. If you smoke weed every day, right? And you over here talking about you want to get into this industry, you want to get into the trucking industry, nobody is not going to trust you with their trucks unless you're clean. They are a drug-free workplace. So let's put Schneider on that list of carriers that does hair follicles and urine. Now, so far, what I have found out so far, okay, that FMCSA don't see hair follicle as a DOT compliant drug test. They only see urinalysis, and that's the urine. But that's not to say that, one day FMCSA will turn around and they be like, this hair follicle thing just might be the norm. I mean, they doing everything in the name of safety, right? In the name of safety. So companies that does hair follicles, just know that they do go back probably about 60 days, 90 days. I think I was saying about months, 6 months or something like that, but they do go as far as back as 90 days. So if you just stopped maybe like a couple of months ago, maybe you can squeeze in there. But I would say try to at least get about 4 months in, 4 to 5 months before you decide to come into this industry, because you already setting yourself up for an L if you come in. You already off the bat setting yourself up for an L when you come into the industry. Especially asking the question like, yo, what companies does hair follicles? I'm doing it for you guys. I'm getting the information for you. I'm making a call to these companies that I got down on the list to find out what company does hair follicles. Now, not all trucking companies out here is going the way of the hair, all right? So, not all that. But not all small mom and pop companies is going to give new drivers that opportunity either. You got to go through a mega carrier. Mega carrier is going to always give new drivers that opportunity, because they much more proficient. Let me explain that, right? U.S. Express. You tear up one of their trucks, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. We're self-sufficient with our own insurance. No problem. We'll just put this truck up, depending on what's the matter with it. We either get it fixed, or we'll just put it out to pasture and get another truck. Bam, bam, boom. And you still good to go. Because, you're a rookie driver. They understand that you never drove a truck. They understand that. They understand that you're going to get into some fender benders. In the truck stop, you trying to back up, and lo and behold, you back into somebody's truck. Or you coming out in the morning, you waking up, getting the crust out your eyes, and you starting the day, and then you up all of a sudden, side swipe the truck. U.S. Express understands that. So they still want to let you get your, get your experience in. Of course, they're going to write you up and all like that and be like, yeah, everybody does it. Everybody. It happened to, it happened to somebody once in a while. It's okay. But mom and pop companies can't afford that. They can't afford that. Mom and pop companies, startup fleets, owner operators, they can't afford that. They can't afford that. They got to get $1 million policy off the rip. Okay? And if you tear up one of their trucks, then that truck is out of commission. They're not making no money. So they're not going to, mom and pops are not going to, entrust a truck of this magnitude to you, especially if you just now coming off of smoking weed every day. They not. So yeah, there you have it. You, in order, just stop. Just stop. When the thought of coming into trucking comes into your head, that's when you stop and prepare. I want to drive for a living. Boom. That's when you stop. Or let me rephrase that. Before the thought of trucking coming into your head, that's when you stop. That's when you stop. Because you paying for your license, man. You paying $5,000-$6,000 for your license, bro. You paying a lot of money for your license, man. And right now, right off the rip, you come into a Facebook group, and the first thing you're gonna say is, what company is doing hair follicle tests? Because I don't think I can pass the drug test. Well, if you think that you can't pass the drug test, then then right then and there, you already answered your own question. No, stop it. Stop right there. Straight no chaser, straight to the point. Lockoutmen doing the calls for you, getting the information out there for you. Share this. Subscribe to this. Share this. Somebody is going to come into the group again and ask the same question. Share this to them. Holler at them. Be like, yo, Lockoutmen made the call to all these trucking companies that do hair follicle tests. Those the ones you may or may not want to talk to. Those the ones you might not want to talk to. But those the ones are safety driven. I mean, when you look at it in the long scheme of things, they looking at it from a safety point of view. They don't want to. If you smoke weed every day and you get high every day, again, this ain't no hip hop. You know, it's easy in hip hop. You can get high all the time and then come out with a hit. You can't do that in trucking. You can't do that in trucking. You got to be focused. You got to be focused. You see all this out here? You see what I'm doing? You see all these cars out here? You got to be focused, because one of these cars could just do something out of the ordinary, and then boom, if you high, you won't be able to catch it. Or you will probably do an accident yourself because you incapacitated. Straight no chaser, straight to the point.
Calling Transport America, the trucking company that's changing trucking.
Yo, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm in a Facebook group, and I'm doing my research on different trucking companies. Of course, you guys came up in the conversation, but I wanted to call you to ask you for your drug testing, pre-employment drug testing. Do you guys do hair follicles, or do you guys do urine, or both?
We do both.
Okay. Now, as far as the hair follicle, is that per company policy?
Yes, that is a company policy, correct.
Okay. So if someone was to flunk the hair follicle and not the urine, would that still be considered a fail on my clearinghouse, or no?
It should not, because that's considered a company policy, not necessarily a DOT. So you would not be rehireable by us.
Okay.
Now it's up to them. Yeah, it's up to the MRO to disclose it to their appropriate agencies.
Okay.
So that honestly would be the best question for the medical review office to see if they shoot it to the clearinghouse or not.
Now, as far as FMCSA go, like you said, they do recognize the urine for the DOT, right?
I'm sorry, you broke up. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. They do recognize the urine for the DOT, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So awesome. So, but if I refuse, or if I flunk the urine, of course that will be reported to clearinghouse, right?
Absolutely. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. As far as hair follicles, because this question comes up a lot in the Facebook group, but to come on with you guys to make sure that I have a clean bill of health. How long do you think that a person should wait until they're clean to come to actually do the drug test with you guys?
I cannot speak on that one.
Okay.
I can't speak to that. I don't think any company would would speak to something like that.
Okay.
That would get them in trouble.
Okay, I got you. All right. Well, hey, thank you for the little bit of time that you did give me. Like I said,
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
still doing my research in the Facebook group and everything. So, the drivers they say one thing, and another driver will say another thing, and it's just best just to call the company just to find out outright from them.
I will tell you this, and this is something a company can tell you. Don't do it. Don't even chance it. Don't take anything that was not prescribed to you and you can't have documentation to back up. So don't do it. Just keep your record clean. Drugs may be, some things are legalized per state, but as far as federal, they are not legal. Do not touch it. Do not be around it. That is my advice to you guys. Stay away from it.
Exactly.
At all costs.
Thank
you never know when a random's going to get you.
Exactly.
So.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Be safe out there.
All right, you too now. Thank you. Straight no chaser, straight to the point. Man, when you go down these hills, we go over speed real quick. But straight no chaser, straight to the point. That's what I'm doing. Yo, Lockoutmen. $ Lockoutmen. You like it? Hit that like button. I'm bringing it to you guys. Y'all want to know? I'm finding out for you. That's what I'm doing. That was Transport America. She said, don't do it. Period. It's like, and she said what I said earlier. On a state level, not a problem. You can smoke until your heart content. I used to work for this company back in the day, and we did drywall. We did drywall and insulation. And I was with this one guy that gets zooted up every damn morning. Like, I pick him up at about 5 in the morning because we got to be at the shop at 6, and then we got to load up our trucks and everything, and then we go out and do what we need to do for these new houses, these new projects out here. But one day he was actually about to light up in the truck, and I was like, bro, nah, man, don't do that. Oh, man, I'll just blow it out the window. No, bro. No, we not blowing nothing out the window. We're not knowing, no. Look, I don't care what you do, but don't do it around me, all right? That's just what I need, that shit to be on me, and then I get pulled over, and the motherfucker, smell in the car or in the truck. Are we getting zooted in there? Nah, bro. That's him. Yeah. Why you snitching? Hey, I'm not trying to get in trouble because of you. But on a federal level, no. No. Federal level, no. This is federal right here. This is fair time. Right here. See, what you guys don't understand, that this is fair time. Behind this truck, this is federal. This is fair time. You could do trucking could get your ass in some fair time. Depending on the thing that you're doing, yo. On the state level, not a problem. Not a problem on the state level. Not a problem. And again, like I said, this ain't hip hop. You can smoke weed every day and get zooted up and again come out with a hit. You can't do that in trucking. You just can't. Yo, y'all hit that like button right quick. You feel me? I'm making a call. That so far. Schneider is a yes. Transport America is a yes. You like this video, like it. Like it. Share it when this video comes out. I've made a lot of calls for you guys. $, Lockoutmen. Hook me up, man, to give me some coffee. All right? These calls ain't sponsored.